Hey there, I'm back with another video. My name is Akhil from the channel Akhil Salim. That is the name of this YouTube channel, and that's my full name. Yep. So, today I'm going to be talking about turning your pain into art. Icle. So, you must have heard of the phrase turn your pain into art. And why I added that icle is because I first started uh, creating content on this writing platform called Medium. So, and I used to write articles there. So, yeah, the my very first experience of turning pain into art consistently was through articles. So, that's your wordplay there. Please don't go away. Now, did you believe that you had to have your life sorted out or figured out before you started creating content online? Well, I certainly did. And let me tell you, that belief wasted a couple of years. Uh, because when I saw online content, it was like uh, 29 life changing habits I do before 5 a.m. and 13 reasons why you should not say this one word to your second cousin and stuff like that, so it was almost like everybody knew all the damn secrets of the universe and I didn't know anything, so I wasn't qualified to create, or so I thought. But last year in 2024, I finally took the plunge and started writing on Medium consistently. And here's what I learned: you don't need to know everything, you don't have to be this all knowing writer. People prefer messy humans who are figuring it out along the way. And today I'll show you how I converted some of my toughest moments into pieces of writing, which is what turning pain into art is all about, right? So, the first instance, this happened in last October uh, when I was going through a period of low mental health. Like, I was struggling through depression, and I was sitting on a train feeling really low, and I was having this whirlwind of negative thoughts inside me. And suddenly, I just opened my Medium app on my phone and started writing about it. Like how I am depressed and how the symptoms I'm going through and what I'm doing to recover from it. And before I reached my destination, the first draft was done, and a couple of days later, and a few edits later, it turned out into a good article, and I submitted it to a Medium publication, and they published it, and it was selected for a boost by the Medium editorial team. And it reached a lot of people, and a lot of people commented on it saying, yeah, this is so relatable, this is authentic, yeah, and stuff like that. Looking back, that piece worked out so well because it came from a place of raw emotion. And I heard that J.K. Rowling started writing Harry Potter on a train. So I'm in good company. Now all I need is my article to turn into a $1 billion franchise. Here's another one. Even though I started writing on Medium, I had this day job. And then when people used to ask me what I do, I really used to struggle explaining what I did. I mean, like, do I talk about the day job, or uh, do I say I'm writing on the side, but am I really a writer or am I a content creator? I mean, I didn't know. So, and I decided to write about this struggle, of struggling to define when you're trying out different things. And here's the thing, I kind of had 60 followers or something when I was writing this story. After I published it, it resonated with a lot of people, and I crossed the 100 follower mark. Yeah, pretty amazing, isn't it? So that was the second instance of, turning a struggle into content. And here's the third example. Now, this one was when I struggled to write about an easy topic. Easy in the sense of it's considered fairly easy in terms of content creation. So it's this, like, what advice would you give to your younger self? Or you might have seen those types of content, like five things I wish I knew in my 20s, but for the love of God, I could not write this. It wasn't like I didn't make any mistakes in my 20s, or like I didn't have any life lessons or anything like that. But when I just sat down to write, the words did not flow. It was like this was not what I wanted to talk about. So, an idea struck me then. Instead of writing a dry piece about my learnings from my 20s or mistakes or something like that, why not spin it and write a more humorous, creative take on it? And that's when I wrote a story where I would actually meet my younger self, but then the problem is my younger self wouldn't take my advice. Yeah, because that's a big question, right? I mean, we all think like, what do we tell our younger selves? But there's also another aspect to it. Like, would our younger selves actually listen to us? And that version felt more authentic to me. It felt more like me. So what's the takeaway from all this? I didn't have life figured out before I started creating content. I just fueled my emotions into action and churned out creative stuff from that. And you could do that too. Like, if you're holding back from writing, creating videos, or any other form of content, let me just tell you, you can do it. You have it in you to do it. And of course, pain isn't the only thing that I write about. I also write when I'm hopeful, curious, or like when a bloody damn weird idea strikes me and I simply decide the world has to know about it. Yep, priorities. And here's what, if you're going through something difficult, why not turn it into art or content online? And if you found this helpful, share this video with someone who's overthinking their creative journey. And don't forget to like and subscribe, of course. And remember, you don't need to have it all figured out, you just need to start. So I'll sign off with that, and I'll see you in another video. Bye bye.